Hello, everybody, and welcome to Devis Scottis. Today, our challenge was to make edible but weird sandwiches. So I'll be honest with you, I hate wasting food, and I really didn't feel like I could, in good conscience, make something that I know that I don't want to eat, wasting the ingredients and then probably just throwing it all away after one bite. I really didn't feel great about that. Um, but I can A, tell you about an experience I have with the sandwich I used to eat that was weird, and B, also make a hypothetical sandwich for you all to make so that my conscience doesn't have to think about wasting food. So, starting us off with the first thing here, the sandwich I used to eat was a peanut butter and ham sandwich. I used to eat that like all the time, and that was a weird one that I used to eat. At least it felt weird because my dad always said it was weird, and I don't know. I guess there was someone else who ate it because there was this guy that worked on our house and was like rebuilding the walls in the basement or something, doing something to them. And apparently he used to eat them too, or at least he told me that because he was trying to make little me feel better about it. So that's the sandwich that I used to eat. But I did think of a sandwich that I almost made for this challenge, which I will now refer to as the Devis Special, which you can make at home for yourself. To make the Devis Special, you need to get an everything bagel, toast it, put peanut butter on both sides of the bagel, then put pickled chips all over the bottom of the bagel, yeah. And then you're gonna put another layer of peanut butter so that you could have them hold the grapes that you're going to put on top of each of the pickles. Red grapes or green grapes are fine. It doesn't really have to be a specific color. And then you'll just put the top of the bagel on, and boom, you've made yourself a Devis special. And with any luck, maybe Scott will even eat it in front of everyone for an extra bits. Who knows? But I will not be eating it because, truthfully, I'm not going to eat that and waste a bunch of food. That sounds kind of wasteful and disrespectful and just bad. I don't know. My brain is so wired to like do not waste food if possible. It's just kind of how I was raised. So I won't be doing that. Yeah. Goodbye everybody.
Good. Yes. Everything is coming together. Yes, I got all my ingredients. Good. My master plan is. Oh, hello, everyone. Welcome to my shop. You might remember me as Mr. T because my real name was a Mystery. But legally, I can't go by that anymore. I lost the tea shop. People were concerned about all the ingredients I was putting in the drinks, and even though I was drinking it first and I thought it tasted quite good, the people disagreed, and I can't do that anymore. So I don't do tea. I make sandwiches. I thought, I can branch out, try this. Haven't thought of my new name yet, but I'm making sandwiches. I do that now. And I tell you what, why don't you watch me make a sandwich? I think that'd be really fun, for old time's sake. So what I've done so far is I've buttered and I put jam on the sandwich. I hear people do that, butter on one side and jam on the other. I think that's a good idea. If you've never tried it, you should try it. And don't be threatened by me pointing a knife at you. Don't take that as a threat. I'm just pointing because it's a good pointing stick. So I'm gonna put the knife over here. I think that's what my legal team would tell me to do. So I've got butter, jam, and now I'm going to add some of my crazy ingredients. But not too crazy, because I got in legal trouble. So these are perfectly acceptable types of ingredients to use. So don't be weird about anything, because I think you got me in trouble last time. So you've all had breakfast before. You may have even had breakfast today, and if you haven't, eat up. It's the most important meal of the day. And when I have my breakfast, I like cornflakes. I like the little guy. He's cool. I like him, and I also like Mr. Snap, Crackle, and Pop. I think they're just so cool. But I sometimes think, why can't you just have breakfast for lunch as well? And that's why I've put this concoction of Rice Krispies and cornflakes in this bowl, and I'm going to dump it on top. Oh, a nice messy mess. Yes, good. Now, if I were this Scottish character, he wouldn't like all this. He'd say it's too messy, but I'm crazy. But I'm not too crazy. Legally speaking, I'm not too crazy. So we'll just go from there. And, we've got Rice Krispies on this side, and the butter side is sad. It's so sad. It has nothing. So why don't we add a little bit of ham to it? People, if you like meat, you like ham, you need some protein, it's a good idea, but it's still a bit lonely. Now, what I'm going to do, actually I'm going to move it to one side, so then, I'm not the business for that long. You've got to give me some credit. I can then just put that side on this side, it makes sense. I don't want it all slipping out and dropping on the floor. It's a good idea. But what else is a good idea? Nuts. Now, when I made my tea, I put some nuts in it, and I gotta be honest, I didn't have any nuts since then. I think that was like 4 months ago, maybe 3, maybe 2, certainly not 1. But I put nuts in the tea, and I never used the nuts again. So I have some nuts. Let me put this down for a second. Let me just put this down here. You can't see there's a table here, but I put it down there. And I'm gonna put some nuts. Nuts and the sandwich. I'm crazy, but not too crazy. So let me just grab some nuts and sprinkle it on top. Oh, see, it's a bit crazy of me to do this. I didn't really think this through. Maybe I should have made the ham flat. That's just making it more complicated, quite honestly. But yes, we're making do. We're making do. That's all you can do in life. That's all you can do. Now, something I think is quite fun is fruit. I love fruit. So that's why I'm going to put a few grapes in here, because you can never be too healthy. I guess maybe grapes is just a lot of sugar. I didn't really think about that. But people like grapes. It's pretty 5 a day. People like grapes. So I'm putting the grapes on the sandwich. And now at this point, I'm adding an old fan favorite. You like yogurt? You like it? I love it. So I'm going to take some yogurt. I'm going to lick the top. There we go, nice and tasty. And then I'm going to get a spoon. I'm going to get a nice bit of it. And I'm going to pick up the plate and dump it on. We can just spread it all around on the buttery side. Oh, I can't wait. My mouth is watering as we speak. And I'll just... delicious, I can already tell. But we are missing some things. Let me move this over here. Let me do some things. What else can I add? Ooh! Cheese! Now this goes very well in the bedroom. If you're looking to way to spice up things in the bedroom, you should get some bedroom cheese. I'm sure there's a video out there explaining how cheese is great in the bedroom, but for me, it's great on a sandwich. So, I'm just going to take my cheese. Oh no, my grape's fallen off. That's okay. I'll get that in a second. Right, yes. Put the grape there. I don't know how I'm going to eat this. I feel like it's all going to fall off, but that's just the crazy part about having a sandwich, isn't it? Now, what else? Ooh! It's never too early for some chocolate, specifically chocolate buttons. Now, if you've never had chocolate buttons, what are you doing in life? That is one of the best bits of chocolate you can have. They're just little buttons made of chocolate. Isn't that cute? I mean, that's so cute. So, I'm going to take a few chocolate buttons, and I'm just going to place it. I mean, this is basically becoming a mountain. I mean, it's insanity, quite honestly. I'm just going to place it all around. Now, we have one final ingredient. If you remember, there was a video on the Devil Scottish channel where Devin was trying British foods and he tried Pombear. Yes, a nice salty crisp for the sandwich. People like to make crispy sandwiches, and so do I. I think there's a lot of good ingredients going into this. I think this is my best creation yet. I don't know why I didn't branch out into sandwiches before. Yes. Right, we'll just... it's a bit complicated. It's a bit complicated. But I think that's everything. It's everything I need. So we are ready. We are going to put this... Oh, dearie me, everything's falling out. But that's okay. I can handle this. This is why I got into the business. It wasn't to be clean. It was to be dirty and a dirty boy. Yes. Right. So we're going to take a big bite of this. Everything is falling out. This is. I think I just need to squeeze it. Let me put this down. Let me do a squeeze. You can imagine the squeeze. Oh no! Everything's falling on the ground. That's okay. Right. I have to be very careful here. Things are falling out, but I'm going for it. But my grapes! Oh dearie me! I think there's still grapes in here. That's okay. Right, I'm going for it. I can feel myself. I'm hunching over more than my usual self. But here I go. Quite honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, it's a bit of an anticlimax, actually. What to do? I didn't really think about this part. It just tastes okay, actually. I guess I thought I would be able to recapture that magic of the tea shop, but when it comes to tea, there's all sorts of things. Like, I think I just missed the tea shop. I don't really know why I'm some mad sandwich maker. That doesn't make sense. Teas make sense. Yeah. I guess I'll just go home and rethink everything. And I'll see you guys whenever I see you, I suppose.